My name is Joe, your healthy accountant, and today we'll be discussing the last installment of How to Make Faith Great Again. And today's title is Always, Always Expect the Best. So, guys, this week has been really, really outstanding, especially for me, guys, because a lot of these topics, I take the topics and I have to learn something. This isn't all about just, knowing 100% on a topic, because there's always something new that you can learn. And this week, man, it's really been outstanding, just um, learning from others, learning from what's in the word, learning, from Deepak Chopra. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, but Deepak is one of the most influential, positive individuals in the world. And I had a chance to, he was on a YouTube show that I tend to, go and watch. And so I watched it yesterday, and it really just, it was really good. And so I then went and got one of his books, and, I downloaded it on Audible and listened to it, and just was just really, really, helped me with new perspective on faith and new perspective on, what I must do, to always, always expect the best. And in his book, I think laws of the spiritual connection. I think that's what it is. The sixth law is detachment from what it is that you want. Must detach yourself. And like, I have to continue to study this, because as I listened to this chapter, I was just like, I was really blown away. Like, man, that's always been it. It's, you must detach yourself from the outcome. You must detach yourself from even worrying about what it is that you have to do, or what it is that you want. And I was really excited. I'll tell you why I was excited. See, anytime you study something that you want to know about, anytime you do something that you really want to do, anytime you go about living your life in a way that, you want something miraculous to happen in your life, you know what happens? It really will happen. So I'm going to just check out this text that I found that I believe is a really good foundational text for today's enlightenment. Always, always expect the best. I found this text in Colossians chapter 3 and verse 2, just verse 2 by itself. It says, set your mind on heaven. My son is my editor. So Jared, make sure when you pull the verse up and get the words onto the screen for me. All the words. Thank you so much. Set your mind on heaven, not on things of this world, as if that was the only thing that mattered. Verse 3, your old sinful self is dead, and your new life in heaven with Christ. Your new life is in heaven with Christ and God. I'm gonna read verse 4. And when Christ, who is your life, returns, then your bodies will be changed and you will share in his glory. That's Colossians 3, chapter 3, 2, 3, and 4. What is Paul saying in this text? He's saying, if we want to relate it to always expect the best, and if my main goal in life is to see Christ when he comes back, I've got to always expect the best. I've got to set my mind on the ultimate place, which is heaven. It says, set your mind on heaven, not on things of this world, wherein, hey, a lot of times you be in business, right? And your mind is only on money. Your mind is only on the things in your business, right? But really, let's set our minds on a higher calling. So set your mind on heaven is what it says, not on the things of this world, because those aren't the only things that matter. That is the only thing that matters. That is the only thing that matters. Guys, when you expect the best out of yourself, things will change for you. Things will things will go in a direction that you'll probably be amazed. Me expecting the best in my own life has been in a really, really unbelievable journey that I've been on for the past 5 years. And some of the books that I've read, the things that I've done, um, the growth that I attain every single day is something that really, really astonishes me. It astonishes, where I was and where I am. And I can tell you, I was detached. I have not been attached to the outcome that is what's present. And because I'm not attached, I keep doing it. But you know what? As I as I'm learning this principle of detachment, I want you to really get this, especially those that really want things and you haven't been able to achieve your goals, and you've met failure, you've met fail like you've seen it, you've looked in the face, you fell down. And so I'm going to read a quote that Zig Ziglar said in one of his books. It says, "Positive thinking won't allow you to do anything, but it will allow you to do everything better than negative thinking will." Positive thinking won't allow you to do anything, but it will allow you to do everything better than negative thinking. That's a really deep statement. And when you look around the world, you're on Facebook, right? You're on YouTube, you see all sorts of negative things. Does the negative content get the most views? Most of the time. Think about the news. Most of what they report in the news is the negative news. They can't even really report the positive. What if they could report in the news all of the many entrepreneurs that are out there helping their communities? What if they could do that? What if they could, find, the little guy that's out there helping somebody, find people that's out there helping the homeless? What if they could report on this? But they can't. They could report a feel-good story, maybe. Usually if there's a 30-minute news, they may have one thing in there somewhere towards the end, something good, something positive, maybe. But if it's something that happened, if it's something big that's going on in the news is negative, like, oh, the economy is melting down, they're going to talk about that all day. They're going to have a special news show just to talk about all the bad things that are happening. That's what they'll do. But the text says positive thinking will not allow, I'm not the text, but the quote, positive thinking will not allow you to do anything, but it will allow you to do everything better than negative thinking will. See, negative thinking is the reason why most people don't achieve the things that they want, is because they start focusing in on the lack. They start focusing in on what they don't have. See, how can you expect the best when you're literally looking at something that isn't the best? How can you expect the best when you're looking at something that isn't the best? So you have to trick your mind. And tricking your mind, which, look, positive thinking and tricking your, like it has to be real. See, because your body knows and your mind knows what's real because of how you feel. See, what's in you, the feeling that you have inside of you, it's what's running your life. Did you know that? The feeling that you have in your life is what's running it. So if you're going to change anything, you have to change the feeling. So even though you may say, hey, I want to be rich, hey, I'm going to make $1 million, but if the feeling of making $1 million is not felt, then you're not going to do it. So you have to literally learn how to expect the best by taking yourself there through the preview. Remember, we talked about what Albert Einstein said? Albert Einstein said that imagination, which is faith, is the preview to life's coming attraction. And this week, we're talking about how to make faith great again. Imagination. So if you can imagine something and truly, truly want it, imagine it, feel it as if you can touch it, you'll have it. That's without a doubt. Everything that we have today is because we felt it. That's scary. Sometimes looking like, man, I didn't want to, you know, not reach my goal this week. I didn't want that to happen. It happened. I didn't reach the goal that I had this week because there was a feeling inside of me that was regulating what I was going to get. So the detachment principle, the fact that I found it is because I now reached my goal. I now reach my goal for the next 7 days. I now reach my goal for the next 30, really it's about 38 days. 38 days left in 2018. Can you believe? Come on now. Let's just take a break real quick. 2018 is almost over. If you're watching this and it's 2019, yes, we're almost done with 2018. And the year has gone by so fast. We've been detached from the days. They just keep going and they keep going. So I've reached my goal that I set out for next week and for December. I'm excited. I really am. Because reaching your goal is not as hard as it seems. You must detach. You must expect to win. You have to. Think about this. If positive thinking is the best way to go, why don't more people pursue a positive attitude? Come on, say that again. If positive thinking is the best way to go, why don't more people pursue a positive attitude? Why? Come on now. Think about this. Most people don't do it. Why don't more businesses and organizations invest more money in helping their teams learn to think positively and get better results? Why? What's going on? They're not expecting the best. They're not. They are not expecting the best. See, another quote from Zig Ziglar. He says, "You plan your tomorrows by understanding the vision you have for success, and you set your goals to accomplish your vision. Then you prepare and equip yourself with knowledge, support, and tools you need to execute your goals." See, guys, expecting the best is not just about having a positive attitude. Expecting the best is not just about thinking the best way that you can. Expecting the best is knowing. Deepak Chopra was talking about faith yesterday when I was listening to him. And in his talking about faith, if you're religious, if you're a religious person, you might not, some things you might not agree with Deepak because his way of thinking, it's not normal. But you know what? Anything that's not normal is good. Here's why I can tell you this. Here's why I can tell you. Jesus wasn't normal and he was killed. Anything that's normal is not good. So if you have the normal way of thinking inside of your religion, then you're probably losing. You're losing. You don't have the faith. You don't have the faith that you think you have. I can guarantee you that. When I look around, I look at my own church, I can see faith not being revealed. See, how to make faith great again and how to always expect the best, guys. You've got to put yourself in a detached state. You've got to put yourself in a position where there is no worry. See, the moment you begin to worry about things you want and the things you don't have in your life is the moment you'll lose gratitude for what you actually have. The moment you begin to worry, you lose ground. You forget about. You don't have gratitude for what it is that you have. Like, come on now. Like, seriously. People are walking around talking about how bad life is, and they're not even looking at how special their life is. I saw something on Facebook. It was a positive message um, on in one of the groups that I'm a part of, and it was so cool. It was like a Christmas commercial, right? And this commercial was about all the things you have already. All the things you have already. Everything was wrapped up. Like the kids were wrapped, dad and mom were wrapped. You know, everything they had, the toothbrush, the toothpaste, the clothes, the car, the food, everything was wrapped as if it was a gift. And I said to myself, I said, man, that was really positive. That was a real message. See, the thing is, if you don't have gratitude in your life, if you don't have gratitude for where you are, I am so grateful for the challenges that I've faced. I am so grateful for the losses that I've had. I'm so grateful for the goals not achieved. I'm so grateful for the fact that I've got a mouth and I can talk into this microphone. I'm so grateful that you are listening. I'm so grateful that everything that I have has been gifted to me. I'm just so unbelievable grateful for my family, for my kids, for my wife, for my mom and dad who are still with us, for my brothers. I'm so grateful for my sisters. You know, I got two sister-in-laws. I'm sorry, three sister-in-laws. I'm tripping. Three sister-in-laws. Four. I'm tripping. Four sister-in-laws. I'm so grateful for all my sisters. I'm grateful for my stepsister. She's not a blood sister, but she's a stepsister. I'm so grateful for her. I'm so grateful for my nieces and my nephews, and I'm so grateful. There's so much to be grateful for, guys. Guys, Thanksgiving just went past, and Christmas is coming up, and guys, it's not about any of the things that you're seeing on TV. It's not about Black Friday. You know, it gets you to get out there and start buying, which, hey, I'm all for capitalism. I'm all for it. I'm a business person. Let's buy it up. Buy up what I have. Come purchase. Absolutely. You know, but it comes a time when you have to know that what it is that you're grateful for and what you actually have. Guys, you know, always expecting the best means that you have to have the right attitude. And when you have the right attitude, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to say something about God and what God can do. See, God is the most amazing heart surgeon available to us all. He does not just repair a bad heart. He can give you a new one that your body will not reject. This new heart he provides will produce love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control in your life. See, to expect the best, you've got to go to the best. You've got to go to the source that can do something for you that you cannot do for yourself. You cannot repair your own heart. You cannot get those fruits of that spirit into your heart because you decide. You go to him. You go to the source to get repaired, and I guarantee you, expecting the best is yours. I guarantee you, your faith is great, is yours. None of that's going to happen without a repaired heart. That's really what this week was about, guys. You got to get your heart repaired. You got to get out here and allow the one and only to have surgery on you. Because right now, to make faith great again, guys, to make it absolutely great, you've got to recognize the desire that you have within you. That was Monday. You've got to recognize that you have to know exactly what you want. You've got to recognize that you have to expand past limiting beliefs. You've got to recognize that you've got to practice all of this before you get in the game. You've got to recognize that as you practice, now you have to expect that the win is going to be yours. And you have to recognize, guys, always, always, always expect the best. Hey, guys, I want to appreciate you for joining me on this week, the Enlightenment series, How to Make Faith Great Again. And guys, we broke down in 6 steps Six steps of making your faith great, from understanding your desire all the way through to always expect the best, and being fully detached from what it is that you want, and then allowing yourself to get surgery, allowing yourself to get a new heart, so that you can live your best life and do the things that you have been created to do. We all were created to do something special. And if you don't know what that special is, then I suggest you listen to this week's series. Go back and listen to it all so that you can make your faith great again. Guys, my name is Jay Moore, and this has been Enlightenment series here on Facebook and on YouTube. And I appreciate you for joining me. God bless you. Take